it's a good way to start a game. I think get the puck deep. Everyone was doing it. Got the puck deep. We got on the forecheck, hit a few guys, and then when we had our chance, totally put the puck behind the goalie, and it was a great start of the game.
What does that do for a team's confidence coming into a first franchise playoff game like this?
I mean, yeah, it's huge. It's huge. I mean, scoring a first goal is always big in the playoff, but at the end of the day, it's how you throughout 60 minutes. I think we did a pretty good job. There's laps where they are a talented group and there's skill that are going to take over, and we just got to clog the middle of the ice and make sure they take their chances from the outside and do the best to manage the play. But I think overall, I think we did a pretty good job tonight. That's it. And what did you think of Grubauer? Each of us, and I think he was great, and yeah, he was a stud back there. It's good to see him there.
The best part about this is repeatable, right? One of your top players, you got the team through, your goalie was good, your PK was good. This is something you can do again and again, right?
Yeah, like we liked our game, but there's definitely areas where we got to grow, we got to get better at. But overall, it was a good game for us. Yeah.
Similar to scoring the first goal in the game, what's it like in terms of setting the tone for this series, taking game one?
It's big. I mean, every single game in the playoff and are big, and getting the first one out of the way, it's huge for our confidence in our group. But at the end of the day, it's only one game, and in a couple days from now, we got to do the same thing over and start in a fresh game and have a similar effort.
Jared Bednar's going right now, by the way, also. We good?
Thanks, Yanni.
I think you did well just to limit them, especially their top players.
I mean, obviously we have focus on them, but it comes down to our game. I mean, we talk about skating a lot and moving our feet, moving the puck quick, and I feel like we executed well. I mean, it's not always going to be pretty, but you just keep feeding and keep doing the right things, and we got rewarded.
Alex, in your goal, you're not the guy who always shoots first, but were you thinking shot first there?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great play by Swartz right there. I think we moved the puck up. I mean, obviously in a playoffs like this, you got to take advantage of this opportunity. For me, it's just try to shoot the puck, and I mean, obviously I get rewarded, and it's great to help the team out for sure.
Alex, you guys were forcing a lot of turnovers, and some of them led directly to goals. I mean, how big a deal was that to be able to stay on top of them the way you did?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we have a plan to try to execute, and obviously for us to play hard defensively, and I mean, try to not give them any chances. I mean, it's hard right now. It's quick after the game. It was a lot of emotions because obviously it's playoffs. It's a lot of fun. It's a different game, but right now, I mean, obviously we're happy with this, but we're going to look at it, see what we can do better. But I mean, there's a lot of good things.
What did you think of Grubauer?
Oh, he's doing a great job today. I mean, obviously he's making some big saves for us to keep us in the game, and I mean that's what we need right now. So we're really happy about him.
Alex, it's just game one, but there are a lot of people who haven't been watching your team all season and don't know that you guys on a regular basis put together efforts like this. What would you say to the people that are doubting you guys?
I mean, they can do whatever they want. I mean, obviously it comes down to the belief in the group right here. And I mean, obviously everyone's going to have an opinion about the way we play and all, but the focus is always going to be on us. And I mean, right now we have a belief in this group, and we got the game one done. So that's all we're focusing on, and we're looking forward to the next game. Awesome. Thank you, guys.
You guys came out trying to start the game. You put a lot of pressure on them physically. I mean, how important was it to set the tone like that right off the bat?
Well, I mean, one of the things we wanted to do was make sure we started well. You don't want to come into this building against this caliber of a team and chase the game. And so we wanted to make sure that we were on it from the start of the game. We were. It was nice. We started each period well. We were able to. We were able to build a lead, and that was an important piece of the hockey game for us tonight.
Is this a good blueprint for you? Just limit their top players, that scoring, good PK, good goaltending, something you can repeat throughout the series?
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty typical formula for the playoffs. Really, if you take a look at it, but they got their opportunities. They got their opportunities. They got their looks. They had their push. Gruby was good. In a couple instances, 5-on-5 when they did have a push. He was good on the PK, the two PKs in the second period. And a few times when we didn't manage the puck well, which is one thing we can be much better at. In terms of our play with the puck. When when we had a couple soft plays and they had quick opportunities off of that group, he was good tonight. So that's a pretty good foundation for for what he did for us.
What advantages do you think he has that he's played in so many games here?
Yeah, I don't know if there's any. I'm sure he's comfortable here. That in terms of an advantage, I don't know that there's really an advantage. He was ready to play a playoff hockey game tonight, and he went out and did that. He played hard for his teammates and made some timely saves for them.
Yep.
Coach, as a new team in the league to go up against the defending champs in their barn, just how happy are you with the way that your team performed and rose to the occasion?
Well, it's a big task, and that's one game. Like I said, there's a lot of areas, that we can play better in, and that we'll work to do. We're going to stay off the ice tomorrow. We probably won't practice, so we got to do and correct some of that through a couple meetings and some video. We just got to make sure their energy is good, and we're going to have to come back and play better 2 nights from now.
Hey, Dave, you got a lot of great early shifts from all the lines, but the Gourde line in particular, what do you like about what they did early in the game?
Gordy's line did what they've done for us all the way through. I didn't think they were anything. I thought they were themselves tonight. They started the game. Obviously, the early goal was a big goal, but they gave us real good minutes all the way through. They had some tough matchups. I like things that stand out for me are some of the little things. Couple face-off wins by Gordy late in the hockey game when it matters, when it counts. But that line just they continued to play within their personality. And gave us real good minutes tonight.
He's moved up to that second line recently. What have you seen since he's kind of shifted his role there?
Well, since with Berkey being out, that's a hole that we've worked to take a look at different players there. If you look over the last couple of months, we've had different guys there. Morgan's got a little chemistry with that group. He brings some elements to that line with his size and with his strength on the puck that mesh really well with Wenny and Schwartzy. When you give him opportunities, he did a real good job getting inside for that quick play inside for the third goal tonight, and he's got an ability to finish. So those are some of the things that have fit well there. We came off of it for a couple of games, but I've gone back to it now the last couple of games, and those three have done they're a hard-working line. And they, like I said, chemistry is a real big part of it. They've been able to build a little bit of that, even though they haven't spent a ton of time together.
How pleased were you with the speed and physicality tonight?
Yeah, I think we can do a little better. The pace of our game, I think, was good. We started with good pace through, right from the drop of the puck. But our pace, we believe our pace can be a little bit better, especially without the puck. When you give away time and space up ice to this team, they're deadly. There's a number of times where instead of stopping, starting, and getting back on it and checking and taking away time and space with our feet, we curled off of it and gave away time and space. So, like I said, I think our puck play can be a little bit better in game 2, and it's going to have to be. And I believe our pace can be a little bit more consistent.
Did anything stand out to you about the way you guys were playing behind the goal line in this game?
Not really. That's a part of who we are as a team. Some of that is just working in the trenches. We're not the biggest team, in those situations, but we have to play quick. We have to know where the puck's going. We have to be ahead of it a little bit. They spend more time in our zone than we did in theirs. They carried more O-zone time, but that's pretty typical of what they do. If we can, if we can limit their transition, and more importantly, if we can generate some offense, and find ways to get inside, much like the third goal, then that's going to be important for us.
Good. Well, thanks, Dave.